That was a hard-fought game the way we thought it would be. Anytime two top 25 teams or whatever we were face off, you know it's going to come down to the wire. I think they're tremendously well coached. I think he's a rising star in his profession. I really do. Their team carries himself well. I thought the quarterback is tough, and defensively they scrapped. I thought we were able to control the line of scrimmage throughout the game, both sides of the ball. Even though we didn't get them sacked a lot, we got them hurried a lot. And then, you know, when we did early on, we threw a pick that stopped us, and then we took a procedure penalty early on, stopped us, and then we overshot a guy in the end zone. Otherwise, we could have gapped him a little bit, but we didn't, and that's why you play the games. Marcus, 25 carries, and feels them all, I'm sure, and did a fantastic job. And he's hurt a little bit. Chris Gaines is hurt. He carried it 9 times. Probably should only carried about 7 or 8 because he's hurting. And then, you know, Dante Warren, man. Dante Warren doing what a fifth-year senior quarterback does. Defensively, I thought we knocked them off routes, and we're very physical out there, especially early on. So I'll react to questions, and we'll go from there.
You said coming in, you had to hold and watch the rushing game, and obviously 11 yards rushing.
Is that what they had?
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, it really does make a difference. I know they wanted to run the ball. You could see it in the second half, and they teased us a little bit. But when we got that two-possession game going, then you got them in all in the throws. But you cannot allow a team with a quarterback as steady as he is, and he was 32 of 40, very rarely misfires. You can't allow them to run the football also, because then their little play-action game, which they used a little bit on, which would have been tough. But I thought it was a great effort. They're a good team.
Ed, conversations that took place prior to the 4th and 1, were you considering doing anything different than what you did?
We never considered punting. You get yourself, you talk about this with your kids all the time. When we started last year, at the end of the year, we were sick about the way we finished games. There's no way I could get them kids in a situation and not go for it. You got a chance to win a football game, get a yard or whatever it was, or foot, whatever the heck it was, to win a football game. If we punted there, everything we did from the weight room all the way down to what we've talked about would have been out the window and have been a bunch of BS. So that we never thought about kicking the ball. We just weren't sure what play we were going to run. We thought we'd get it on 3rd down because we thought we'd get a 1 and a 3 technique and an easy sneak, because usually, you know, we're going to run power. And they came in with all sorts of rear end in there and double eagle look, and we're pressing it. And we talked about it. What about power? And Wesley says, yeah, well, that's our play. And he hit it up in there.
More questions for Coach?
Ed, the crowd obviously agitated those guys, and it really directly affected the game at some point.
Yeah. When you get in this environment here, and you see how fun this can be, I can't understand why it's not this every week. I mean, there's 10,000 inebriated people having a great time, and everybody's yelling and jumping up and down. And I know if I wasn't doing this for a living, I'd come to these games. They're fun. And the crowd helped us a ton. Really hurt them with their communication. Limited the little things they were doing at the line of scrimmage. No ifs, ands, or buts. The crowd helped us win that football game.
Well, you said you've been waiting for this game for a long time. And,
yeah, they beat us last year, and it started a bad skid for us. And I thought I did a bad job of coaching us out of that situation, and we feel a little redemption. We do as a staff and as a team. But this, I've been telling you, this is a good team. This football team is good. We've lost 2 games, one to Air Force and one to Wisconsin. This team's going to go places, and I can't emphasize enough how tough they are mentally. It seems like any situation they get into, they can shake it up. So, very proud of them, obviously.
And when you only play 4 conference games, the chase is even more important than picking up this one.
Yeah, it's so critical. You can't, to drop a game. Yeah, when you only play 4, it's not, well, you only got to win 4 games. Well, yeah, but you got to win 4 games. It's kind of like a 1-game series in baseball. It's very important. You got to defend home turf, and that was big for us. We got a long way to go. We got a big game next week, but this day's for the kids. It's Dakota Days, and no place like Dome.
Marcus, just talk a little bit about. I mean, it seems like you had some decent holes today. as part of a strong running game. What were some distinctive things about the game?
We just really emphasized just grinding it out. We didn't really have any big plays, but we just kept grinding it, and we just put together runs, and then with Will making big plays and Dusty making big plays, just kept moving and having long drives.
Looked like you had some pretty good holes to run through today too. That's always the case.
Oh yeah, it's easy when you got some guys up front moving guys. They make my job a lot easier, so I just get the credit for it, I guess.
Well, you picked a great day to have your best day.
Oh yeah, it's always fun. I had about 25 people here, so I wanted to put on a show, so it's always especially Dakota Days.
How about that 4th and 1 play where you know, they had a couple timeouts there and coach was saying you weren't going to punt it, you were going to go for it, and then you got the ball and picked up the 2 yards.
Yeah, I'm just glad they have confidence in me because I know earlier in the 4th quarter we had a 3rd and short and we didn't get it. I believe it was 3rd and short, and I was just glad that the coaching staff had confidence that we were going to pick it up and put the game away.
What's going through your head when you know that play can win the game or possibly lose the game?
I felt a lot of pressure, but I was confident. I knew the guys up front were moving, and all I had to do is sneak up there.
What's it mean to the team to win a game like this?
Oh, it's huge. It's our first conference game. It gets us on the right track, so hopefully we just keep the momentum going and hopefully win out. That's the plan.
Well, Adam, how tough was it preparing for this team defensively? You know, the coach said you had to watch for a lot of different things, and you know, obviously you guys came through with some really big plays out there.
Yeah, we knew coming off last year that we needed to stop the run, and that was our main point this year preparing for them. If we could stop the run, then we could play the pass more. That was the biggest thing coming into this week of practice, was stopping the run.
So how's it feel after last year's game, like they did to you, to be able to come back and do what you did today?
It feels great. Conference opener, like I said, Dakota Days. It's always a big game here. It's just really exciting right now.
It's kind of been a trend for the defense in big games like this against spread teams that you've been able to stop the run. You said you prepared for that all week. How do you prepare for that, and how do you execute that Saturday?
With these teams, they have set plays they like to run for like a running play, and we concentrate on stopping those plays. They're not going to have more in the day. They run specific plays for specific reasons, and then stopping the run, we stop their play action too as well, which is effectively.
More questions for Adam?
Getting down there toward the end has got a little tense. If you had to have gone back out on the field again, what would that have been like?
We were ready. The defense was ready to go back on the field, but we had confidence in the offense and the offensive line to pick up that first down. But the defense is ready.
Well, like Coach said, you know, you guys are rolling along. You feel like you're right where you want to be. You got a good football team, you said. And, you just started the conference off the right way and just got to.
Yeah, this is a jump start for the rest of the season.
More questions?